What's up, guys? Go ahead and, if you're the first time, please share this. Share the link, hit public, send it out to every person that you know. We do this to inspire the experience that you want to live. We're going to talk about focus today. You know, it is the first generation Merlin kid. You know, when ADD and dyslexia and all these learners talked about, that was right around my time. That was right around that 1995 kind of area. Hit you with Vyvanse wasn't something like them. Dexedrine, you are not the way that you absolute bullshit. What we're gonna do is an extremely important thing. It's an important thing. What you grows. Your focus will determine your future. Okay, put that through your head. And this is going to not be something that is easily accepted into your mind. Your focus will determine your future. Okay, you want to sit around, you want to focus on being angry. A lot of people do this. They try to find to go to anger. You know, they're almost addicted. Very easy to do. Very easy to get caught up in these enough. And if you television, watch it for this. Watch it for this. Watch it. At you that the way that you are is not their product. You don't need to. You for absolute gut wrenching right here in this moment. If you're not focused on that, if you're not focused on giving or gut wrenching best, I get to that. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're talking about that's interesting. We're talking about focus. My thing is your attention deficit. You can't focus. Absolutely, is just fine. The problem, it is the rest of the world. The rest of the world put in that category. Anybody else that has that take, they want. It's silly. There's no backing to any of this. Now, when it comes to focus, you could have, let's say you have a really hard day at work, everything's going, there's a disaster at work, and that's I don't have kids, but let's say you've got a kid at school who's failing all their classes and trouble with every single teacher, and you're at your workout. Does it serve you at all? Does it serve your workout? Does it serve you to be focused on your kid's schoolwork or thing at work? No. So what do you need to do? The workout at hand. Now, the present priority is the workout. You can't do anything for you're serving the kid or anybody you care about, anything going as workout. So your workout's going to stop back to because you can't actually be at work because you're thinking about how your workout wasn't enough. It's going to be thinking about your kid. So it doesn't serve anything. So what most people call distraction doesn't exist. Distraction does not exist. And this is really hard for people. We're always focused. Always focused on. So what most people call distraction, the thing that they're focused on. And when they say that they are focused on the thing that actually needs to get done right now. When they say they're really focused on priority, and when they say that they're really focused, that they call distraction. There's no action. You're focused on the other thing. When I used to do talks for high school kids, used to talk about I would get it across to them. So let's say little boy, teenage 15-year-old boy in the back of class staring at the pretty girl up in the front, right? And teacher screams, boy, you are not focused. Well, I would expect that boy is focused. He's just not focused on the boring crap the teacher is writing on the girl. And so you're always like, there's no non-focus. Distraction doesn't exist. If you guys are just coming into this, please share out. It helps us out a ton. It exposes us to more people. I really do consider it my duty. I consider it my purpose. I consider it my obligation, my responsibility to positively affect as many people as I possibly can. My goal is the entire world. I want to touch, well, not touch, but like I want to have a positive impact on every single person in the entire world. And I'd say like you promote too much or you do too much, man. It is my duty to do this. It is my purpose in this life. And anybody saying that to me, if you are the hater out there that's saying that, is you're projecting your self-doubt onto me. I don't have that. Like, I got to think people with. And we're talking about health, better exercise, better health, asshole, because, or I'm a real jerk, because, and it does help other people. It does help me to help other people, and I'm very willing to do that. Do not do that. I'm not living my life for my family. I'm not too would be. Me, yeah, promoting the way that we could be, or more people. But your focus will determine your future. Your focus will determine if people walk to be angry, be offended, to go to that victim place. Oh, poor me. You guys, everybody has that. And if you're getting enough, what are you going to get more of? You got anger, anxiety, embarrassment. I pull out I don't know if you guys can actually, you can kind of read this. So you've got all in on one side, being enough on the other. You get if you're over here. What do you get if you're scared of not focused enough? What are you going to get? You're going to get more anger, more guilt. You're going to get all these things. Of the present moment is where everything happens. Like, what are you going to say? Are you going to say that you were present for this thing? You could, should, or would have done this, that, or the other. The end of your life, what are you going to say? To me, the end of my life, thinking about that, thinking of the last time that I get to spend time with those that I care about, hug, the last kiss, the last handshake, the last gesture, the last time that I get to experience this body, or those that are ultimate inspire. Because what are you going to get? What are you really going to take with you? You don't get to, like, even if there is an afterlife, what do you get to take with you? That is the ultimate motivator. So, reason, inspiration to change your mindset and to look for new. Go to this, go to that, there is going to be an end. You might believe infinity, afterlife is on and on forever, but you're not going to have this body when you're not, it's going to be a different physical going to change. Experience the single thing that it possibly can be, because this one is going to be seconds ago is gone. Today, what's today? Today is April 7th. Well, April is gone forever, even its place. My grandpa, I read it on a pretty regular basis. At the beginning of a new day, I have been giving, use as I will, for good. What I do today is very amazing. A day of my life work. When tomorrow comes, that day will be gone forever, leaving something in its place that I have traded for it. I want it to be gain, not loss. That's not failure. In order to the price paid for it. Every day, every single day. This is important stuff. Guys, please share that you know about focus. Everyone told me for my whole life, you do not focus well. Your mind is going all different places all the time. And they're asking about 7 different things all the time. My mind races like crazy goer. 90% of the time. And 10% of the time, I have such tunnel focus that you can't get in those moments. So there's nothing wrong with me. That's just how I do. Everybody else is different. But saying I need a drug to throw down my throat so that I can be like everybody else, that's absolute bullshit. Little kids do not need these drugs and to be treated like the way you are. So we're going to change you with some chemicals. It's a little silly. There's no such thing as not being focused. You are always focused. It just matters what you're focused on. Are you focused on the priority right here, right? Because the priority for me right here, right now, is this video, right? So I'm thinking about something that happened 15 years ago that I haven't gotten over yet, like with a friend from 15. I'm thinking about it right now. How does that help me? How does it help you to relive past experiences from the past that aren't positive? You know, like you can be in the present and still plan for. One of the things that the people who talk about be present, they take a little bit too far, and maybe not too far. That's not the right way to say it, but they think that like tomorrow is gone forever, about it ever again. Either you can past and you can future, but you do them in the present. You're still doing them in the present. You know, right here, right now. And right here, right now, what can hurt you? What can harm you? What can actually get at you? The only thing that's going on that can do that is anybody can actually do that to you. Only you can do that to you. Right? There's no victims in this game. There's no victims in the present moment. I mean, there could be. For instance, lawnmower broke down. Lawnmower broke down. Pretty out of it's just kind of what happened. Well, no doubt about it. It did not come to the gym. So, folks, I should say. So the lawn gets out of control, and the city actually show up very, very quickly and tell us that we need to get this thing under control. And it's like, yeah, I need to go back. It's amazing that the city person is telling me how many emails and what was said and how many calls they got about the lesson. It was but it wasn't like and saying this is offensive. They were calling in and saying just saying really nasty stuff, and it's like and how it was offending them. You know what I mean? Like how is anything like why would it doesn't have anything to do with you. So why would it bug you? Like it doesn't bug me. I'm fine with it. My lawn could be 4 feet high. I don't care. I realize with accepting that there are that you maybe don't, you know, it's but why would they put their focus unless they were looking for a reason to be offended, be angry, looking for a reason to about it, because they don't have maybe they have their life, I don't know, but they're looking for not being looking for that I'm not enough, so I'm gonna go here. And it gets dangerous in the mind of the person, like dangerous to them. I mean, that's a waste of life. That's a waste for them to write that email in haste. It's a waste for them to drive by and say, how awful is this? Yeah, it's really pretty silly. But what you focus determines your future. So if you're focused on being all in, you're more likely to have an amazing experience in your life. If you're focused on the fear of not being enough, you're more likely to have that anger, and you're more likely to lose. If you focus on the fear of being fat, what do you suppose is going to happen? I bet you're going to more likely to what if you are focused on a six-pack? I bet you're more likely to get a six-pack. You know, there's all these different scenarios. Your focus will determine your future. If you want to grow your income, what's going to happen? You need to focus on growing your income. If you want to get in better shape, you need to focus on your health. You need to be focused on your exercise. You need to focus on your mindset. You know, all of these things matter. Into this, it's not your future. Focus on will grow. What you focus on develops. You know, if you focus on being better in the day and expanding the capacity of then you to get better. If you just did something that's probably not going to move upon everything, probably a different story. But what most people call distraction isn't really real. They're focused. When they are focused, they're like, okay, now I'm actually the priority at hand. People are saying, oh, I got to really saying is that they were focused on whatever the distraction is. So let's say and there's a clock on the wall and it's click, 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 click. Well, those clicks eventually, thing that you hear and it's driving you crazy. Well, that clock is not the distraction. That clock is what you are instead of that you're trying to get done. So you get what I'm saying? So think of this, like if we're thinking of winners and losers, we can get into that too. You know, he always focused on winning. His mind just naturally just goes, focus on winning, focus on winning, focus on winning. Non-winners are kind of like, I'm thinking about winning, but I think, you know, I'm scared that I'm going to lose. I don't want to, like, maybe I'll win, maybe I'll, you know, that's it. Naturally, I'm not in the winner. I think maybe it, you know, because I've learned to negotiate enough of this stuff. I've had enough of training to actually get to that level. It's on a pretty regular basis because once in a while, luck thing going where I'm like, oh man, oh here lately, what if the luck falls out? Or, you know, I'm able to keep this up, these videos. You know, who cares? Remind myself, who cares? Like, you actually doing this for? What's your purpose? And focused on the thing that is actually going to help a lot of people. Is focused on what? The loser is always. The loser is like, in a negative way, like you just are a person that maybe the person who kind of win. You know, kind of always find a way to win. How that that played on his college team, stick it out in the NFL and tell position, and then become how for you. That guy has probably had some training in the mental department. For one, he became a winner. He just kept pushing to that winner category. About Tom Brady, I just know that, like, he won the Super Bowl this year and did something pretty cool and came back from, like, how does somebody do that? He could have been focused on losing. He couldn't have been focused on non-winning. He had to just keep saying, we got to find a way to win. We got to find a way to win. We got to find a way to win. Let's make this way. We're going to, one of my favorite saying is find a way or make one. It's a Latin thing, you know, find a way or make it. Like, that's the way I think. It's just like, I'm either going to bust through that wall or I'm going to find a way through it. Yeah, I typically think bust first and then find a way, which is kind of stupid of me. But your focus determines your future. Everything that you're thinking right now, whatever you are focused, what you're focused on and are aware of it or not, whether it's just kind of subconsciously happening and you don't even notice that you don't know that you don't know that it's happening, can be focused. So whatever is going to be your future, really consciously aware of where that's going, because if you're going to if you start noticing that you get down on yourself or that you start, this isn't going to work out for you, you got to challenge that hard. Stop you from actually getting to where you want to go. Stop you from pushing forward. It's going to make you shut down. It's going to pass you. You know, when I was told me what I just find, don't focus well. You are not smart. You will learn slow, and you are going to have a rough life. You know, I'm glad that like in my being, I'm a little bit of a rebel. And then I kind of stood up and just like, well, go screw yourself and out. Like you want to throw down that challenge? Let's roll. I'm glad that like the little 6 or 5 did that. Otherwise, you know, I mean, I probably would have, you know, I'd be in prison right now. A few of my coaches did. But on some level, I think that my mindset found those people because of the way where I was going to make one. And you something special or law. You know, luck is talking about here. You know, like you stub your toe and you punch a wall, and you're like, it's bad luck. You punch the wall. You know, black cat crosses your path, and you think that bad things are going to happen. Well, you're focused on all the bad things. What do you think is going to happen? You're probably going to stub your toe and punch a wall. And then what happens? You know, it's not luck. The cat is just a cat. The broomstick just happened to fall. No big deal. There's no luck. Luck is a weak person's game. Superstition is an extremely weak mindset. If you have superstition, you gotta challenge that. So I grew up with a lot of superstition. That I respect more than anybody in the world is my grandma. She's extremely superstitious, and I wish that she wouldn't, but she's also an extremely high level winner, which is really interesting. In the mindset category, this woman is an extremely high level winner, way up there. You know, scripting would say that, and judging by her son, that she is like on a crazy high level. Massive respect for the woman's discipline, and for the way that she wants to live her life, and you know what she says she's going to do, she does, and the things that she's done in her life. It just my grandma's also always been kind of like a point of safety for me. Growing up, you know, like being classified as all these like very different, your kids different scenarios. I think that, you know, someone along the way kind of, you know, it was nice to have her. She was always like the safe person to be around. Amazing woman. But I think like she was very good about, you know, like she was going to focus on the positive. She was going to focus on the win. She was relentless in her pursuit of that, so she had to be focused on that. You know, like I think probably where things start, you know, like where things kind of get to her is when she starts feeling superstitious. Superstitious is bogus. It is not real. If you guys are just coming on, please share this out. Send this out to every single person. I try to get 10 likes. You know, I write down 10 shares. 10 shares. I write down 10 shares every day. You guys hit that, like how many times you hit it? It's only gonna like on Facebook once, but it sends all this stuff across the screen. And just like and like and like. If you guys just sat here and did that over and over and over again, that'd be cool. It'd be really cool. We're talking about focus. What have you guys noticed in your lives on how focus how's focus worked into your life? You know, where have you fallen short? You know, where is it coming to play? You know, one of the things, like let's go back to let's say you've got something going on at work. Oh, hitting me. All right, so you got something going on at work, and you have something going on at home with your kids, let's say, and does it serve you at all to focus on work or focus on what's going on with the kids when you're in your workout? No, of course not. So what do you need to do? You need to focus on your workout. Super difficult. I know. But if we practice this more and more and more, it gets easier and easier and easier. Okay? And it just eventually becomes what you do. What happens? If you focus on being all in, what happens? If you focus on the things that you want, what happens? Relentless pursuit of the things that you want. Distraction does not. It is whether you are going to focus on being all in or whether you're going to be afraid that you're not enough. So like all the hate, like I can't tell you, like I didn't keep any of this, but I've gotten so much hate mail over the years about disagreeing with what I have to say. Usually they have no basis and have no understanding, and make that very clear in their handwritten message that was written anonymously. And and send in, you know, if I focus on that, and this has happened before, if I sit there and I focus on that and I go to that not good enough place, and I go, oh, I'm a victim of my own reality. Oh, maybe I should shut up. Oh, maybe I shouldn't talk. Maybe I shouldn't speak up. Maybe I shouldn't have a purpose in this life. Maybe I'm not good enough to try to do these videos, to do my absolute gut-wrenching best to help people. Or do you hear how silly that sounds? There's nothing out there that you are not good enough to do your absolute gut-wrenching best for. If you are focused on not being enough, you're going to get that. If you're focused on being all in, you're going to get that. If you're focused on being all in, you get the life, the experience that you want to have in this life is the biggest, most important thing that you will ever do. You know, are you living your purpose? Are you living your why? You know, my why, inspire the experience you want to live. That means inspire my own experience. That means get you to inspire your own experience. It's big stuff. And if you're not focused on that, then what are you doing? You're wasting the whole thing. You only get one of these. I mean, maybe you think, oh, I get unlimited lifetimes, but I think you're only going to get one with this body in this time, in this moment, right here, right now. You know, mathematically, we could do an equation that would show that given enough time, you will be back right where you are right now, only I will be where you are and you will be where I am. But I don't wait for that. You know, I want to live the most incredible experience I can right here, right now. And if I don't focus on the important things, if I don't focus on being all in with me first so that I can be all in with others, you know, it does help me to help others. Okay, so Aaron says, so true on what you said, that making focus a practice, that it becomes a habit. Meditation has helped me in trying to focus on a positive attitude, positive vocabulary, etc. Yeah, totally. Like one of the things that, I use this word every great once in a while. I try to really be careful on the can't. The man who says he can't and the man who says he can't, or the man who says he can and the man who says he can't, are both correct. So it's just whether you're going to focus on, can I do this, or why you can't do it. Yeah, it's amazing. You can apply this to just about anything to switch around perspectives. You know, what are you really, 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 really focused on? You know, are you focused, you know, and how much stuff is actually happening in the back works of your subconscious mind? You know, your focus determines your future. It determines your moment right now. It determined everything in your past. It determines your entire life. You know, and like for me, everybody said, you are not focused. You've never been, you have a hard time focus. Yeah, can't totally means you don't want to. Yeah, 100%. But being not focused or distractions, those are ridiculous. They don't exist. They're not real. They're crap that you're making up to stop you from actually experiencing the life that you want to live, or living your purpose, or whatever it is that you really want. It's you getting in your own way because you don't think that you deserve it. You have to get to the point where you deserve it. What's going on, man? Doing well. I'm coming into the end of it.
Good deal.
Yeah. But your focus determines your future. There's no such thing as distractions. What most people call distraction, what that is, yeah, 100%. Yeah, or you're scared. What most people call distraction, that's just what they're focused on. They're just not focused on what's right here, right now, on the priority at hand. They're focused on the other thing, the thing that they call the distraction. So if there's a clock up on the wall and all you can hear is the click when you're trying to study or read, well, then you're just not focused on reading. You're focused on the clock. It has nothing to do with the distraction. It's not a distraction. There's no such things as distractions. There's only focus. It just matters what you're focused on. But we're gonna wrap this up. I didn't really follow my notes today at all, but does it serve anyone? Yeah, but I think this is a big time to ask yourself, does it serve you in any way to focus on anything else besides what's right here, right now? And then keep in mind, you can plan for the future in the present. You can learn from the past in the present. Doesn't mean that either of those have to ruin the moment right here, right now. Like if you're worried about the future, that's ruining right here, right now. That's not being present. If you're pissed off about or anxious about something that happened in the past, Well, that's not being in the present either. That's just taking away from right here, right now. Get rid of those. Those are the fear of not being enough. Right here, right now, you're going to be all in. You're going to do the absolute best that you possibly can. It might not be the best possible can that you've ever done. You know, maybe you're coming off of a 3-day bender and haven't gotten any sleep and you're all dehydrated and malnutrition and feel like crap. You can still do your absolute best. It just might not be the best as when you had 3 nights of good sleep, good workouts, and good nutrition. But anyway, your focus determines your future. We're going to sign off. Please share this out. Tell everybody that you know about Grit Gym. If I can have a positive influence on everybody in the entire world, I'll take it. In my video.
Welcome to Grit Gym. What's up, guys?